Beet Digger starting lineup brought to you by Cargill Beef, committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at Cargill.com. The Beet Diggers have Nico Guzman, Eric Barfus, Austin Garcia, Noah Leachman, and Kyle Rosenbrock, and a veteran squad for Sterling as well, in seniors Ethan Rose and Dusty Kahn, along with junior Davis Lebsock, Austin Burkholder, who is a sophomore at 5'10", and James Skurjanik, a senior at 5'11". Opening tip is brought to you by Buildings by Design, the experience to complete your project from start to finish. Get the quality you deserve in your building by starting your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. The Beet Diggers are dressed in their road maroons, Sterling in their home whites. Mike Holloway, the head coach of the Tigers, and Bob Held, the head coach of the Beet Diggers. Jumping center will be Noah Leachman and Ethan Rose. And finally, after a long junior varsity game, we are underway. The tip is controlled by Sterling. Into the front court of Skurjanik. On the outside right to Rose. At the top for Burkholder. On the outside left, Kahn. Now with the basketball is Burkholder once again. Back to the top is Davis Lebsock. On the outside right to Rose behind the three-point line. Now to Kahn. Kahn against Barfus. On the high right to Burkholder. Straight away Skurjanik. On the outside left with the basketball is Lebsock into the lane. Lost it, got it back. Right corner, faking the three. Skurjanik leaning, shooting, missing. And the ball is tipped around. It's in the hands of Kyle Rosenbrock. A brush. Rosenbrock out of the pack into the front court. Beet Diggers have their first possession. Cross court to Guzman. On the outside right to Garcia. Garcia dribbles towards the right baseline. His floater's up and no good. Offensive foul. Garcia knocked into Skurjanik. And the Beet Diggers commit the first turnover of the game. Brush will apply some light pressure. Keep in mind, again, we'll have updates on Twitter and Facebook. Twitter at KSIR Sports and our Facebook page 1010 KSIR Sports. Rose on the high right, straight away to Kahn. On the outside left to Burkholder. Back out to Skurjanik on the high right. Here's Rose penetrating right baseline. Then had the ball stripped away by Kyle Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock with the basketball over to Garcia straight away. We played a minute 20. Neither team has scored. Guzman, left wing three, is off the back of the rim, and the ball is volleyballed around into the hands of Burkholder of Sterling. And then Rosenbrock commits a foul in the backcourt, going for the steal. So the Beet Diggers already with two early fouls, and Burkholder to throw it in. Burkholder into Skurjanik to set up this Sterling offense. Just across the timeline to Lebsock. Over to Kahn. Kahn looking left. Right side feeds Rose against Leachman. In the right corner, penetrating is Lebsock. And then had the ball stripped out of bounds by Rosenbrock. Sterling retains possession. And to throw it in will be Rose. Rose looking, still looking. Lobs it outside to Burkholder against Guzman. Straight away, here's Lebsock on the outside left to Kahn with a chest pass. Very few dribbles, lots of passing, although Kahn retreats towards the timeline, and it's going to feed Skurjanik, and Sterling resets on the outside right to Burkholder. Picked up by Guzman. Bounce pass right of the lane, tipped away, loose on the floor, and now it's stolen by Guzman. A 2-on-1, feeds it to Rosenbrock, back to Guzman. Guzman scoops it up off the glass and in for Nico Guzman, and the Beet Diggers score the first 2 points of the game. Here's Skurjanik the other way, 5:49 to go. Straight away to Kahn on the outside right. Skurjanik in the right corner for Rose. Back out Burkholder. Fakes the three. Steps in. And then threw it behind Rose out of bounds. And the Tigers commit the second turnover for them. They'll apply the pressure. Garcia to throw it in. Over to Rosenbrock. Back to Garcia. Still underneath his own basket. Garcia jump pass is going to be tipped out of bounds by Lebsock. Beet Diggers retain possession. And Garcia to throw it in. Garcia to Guzman in the backcourt. Dribbling to his right against Rose. And a high right to Rosenbrock. Straight away to Garcia. Garcia dribbles to his right. Pulls up from 15. Off the back of the rim. Rebound to Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock's going to have to reset the offense and does. Over to Garcia. Second rebound already for Kyle. Left to the lane. Jump pass is going to be tipped away, but a foul. This will be Sterling's first foul committed by Dusty Kahn. And to throw it in will be Austin Garcia. Garcia to the right of the basket. Looking, still looking, still looking. Bounce pass. Rosenbrock lays it up and in to the left of the basket. Excellent cut to the hoop by Kyle Rosenbrock. The B-Diggers with a 4-0 lead. Kahn into the front court, straight away to Lebsack. On the outside left to Rose. Back out to Burkholder. He won't take the three. Leachman picks him up. Now to Skurjanek near that left corner for Rose. Down low, inside, defender in the air, and Kahn scoops and misses an easy shot. The ball is loose on the floor, and Rosenbrock wrestles it away and gets it to Garcia. Garcia for Brush across the timeline, behind his back, at the top, looking, feeds it high right to Barfus. Barfus dribbles right baseline, bounce pass to Guzman, left corner three is no good. Rosenbrock scoops it up and misses. And the rebound controlled by Lebsack of Sterling. Here come the Tigers the other way. And we've got a traveling violation. Sterling turns it over for a third time. And a very sloppy start for the Tigers. No points and 3 turnovers. And now checking in for Sterling will be Wade Kellogg. Also in Chaz Lebsack. So a couple of Lebsacks out there. Here is Guzman on the high right, back out to Rosenbrock. Right corner, Guzman fakes a 3, steps to his left. Now to Rosenbrock in the lane. He leans, he shoots, he misses front rim. Rosenbrock gets the rebound, banks and scores. Rosenbrock with 4 points and 5 rebounds. The B-Diggers with a 6-0 lead, approaching the 4-minute mark of the opening quarter. With a basketball on the outside left is Rose. Straight away for Davis Lebsack. On the high right, that is Wade Kellogg. Back out to Skurjanek. Now here's Lebsack. Over to Skurjanek. Straight away Rose. Wide open 3. He'll take it and he'll miss it off the back of the rim. And the ball is rebounded by Austin Garcia. On the outlet to Rosenbrock. Back to Garcia. Garcia sets up the Brush offense with a 6-0 advantage. 3:33 to go in the opening quarter. Garcia, right corner for Guzman. Baseball pass to Leachman. Knocked off his hands. Taken by Garcia. 12-footer is short. And Ethan Rose has the rebound for Sterling. Rose coming out of the pack, picked up by Leachman at midcourt. Rose over to Davis Lebsack. Now to Chaz Lebsack to Davis straight away. Fakes the 3, steps into the lane. Left corner to Rose off his hand. He retrieves it. Cross-court pass taken. Here's the 15-footer short by Chaz Lebsack. And Garcia has another rebound for Brush. Garcia with under 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. And the B-Diggers leading 6-0. Garcia on the outside right to Rosenbrock, looking down low, kicks it to Leachman, 15-footer, and, well, we got a violation on the B-Diggers. I think we had a 3-second call, and that'll be turnover number 2 for Brush. And Skurjanek is out. Austin Burkholder back into the game, and we got a 30-second timeout called by the Tigers. They've had an awful first quarter so far, trailing 6-0. A bank that is committed to their community and keeping banking simple. Morgan Federal Bank, 321 Ensign. Morgan Federal Bank, there's a difference. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. So here we go the other way with the Tigers possessing the basketball after this brief 30-second timeout. As Rosenbrock has had a huge first quarter with 4 points and 5 rebounds. Sterling's already made 3 substitutions, trying to find a right combination out there as head coach Mike Holloway, and Davis Lebsack to throw it into Chaz Lebsack. B-Diggers will sag and not pressure in the backcourt. And here comes Chaz Lebsack across the timeline. Outside right to Burkholder. Back out to Davis Lebsack. Now to Kellogg. Kellogg dribbling to his right, bounce pass to Davis. Now to Chaz Lebsack, picked up by Barfus, straight away to Burkholder. Burkholder now to Kellogg. Now here's Ethan Rose dribbling right of the lane, right corner, Burkholder 3, and that's no good, but the putback is up, and that is missed over there by Davis Lebsack, and the rebound goes to Noah Leachman. The B-Diggers the other way. Garcia, right corner to Guzman. Down low to Leachman. He turns, and he's fouled as he misses. And to the line will be Noah Leachman. As the foul was committed over there by Austin Burkholder. That's his first. Now Leachman, the junior, steps to the stripe. And the first free throw is up and off to the left. Well, the Bee Diggers are certainly not taking advantage of these Sterling miscues. They're not playing much better. Second free throw coming up for Leachman. That's in the air, and that one's perfect. The Bee Diggers with a 7-0 lead. 2:12 to go in the opening quarter. Amazingly, Sterling has not scored yet. Here comes Chaz Lebsock on the outside right to Kellogg. Kellogg dribbling to his left, hands it off to Rose. Rose lost the basketball into the hands of Leachman. The Bee Diggers come the other way. Garcia at the top of the basketball on the outside right to Guzman. Back out to Garcia. Garcia between his legs behind the three-point line. Back out to Barfus. Now to Garcia. Bee Diggers methodically moving the ball around. Garcia on the high left to Rosenbrock. Bee Diggers will take their time until they get the open look. Rosenbrock dribbling left baseline. Feeds it down low on the bounce pass to Leachman. He turns, he banks, he misses. Rosenbrock with a rebound. Scoops it up and in. Rosenbrock, right place, right time again. 9-0 Brush. 1:22 to go in the opening quarter. Straight away is Davis Lebsock. Left of the lane, in the lane, lost it, got it back. Defender in the air, Banks misses. He goes to the line as he's fouled by Leachman. And finally, Sterling has an opportunity to get a point or two on the board, as Davis Lebsock will shoot two. Lebsock bends, spins the ball, shoots, and delivers. Sterling scores their first point with 1:17 to go in the opening quarter. Second free throw upcoming. James Skurjanek back in for the Tigers. And Dusty Kahn will replace Ethan Rose. Awaiting the second free throw from Lebsock. And that one is up, and that one is off the back of the rim, and the ball is into the hands of none other than Rosenbrock, his seventh rebound already. Rosenbrock to Grayson Simmons. Simmons into the front court to Guzman. Swings it up top for Garcia. Garcia with a few dribbles to his right of the lane. He's double teamed. Garcia maintains the dribble in the lane, pulls up from 6, off the back of the rim, and the rebound into the hands of Skurjanek. Skurjanek with 52 seconds to go across the timeline. Back out to Lebsock. He'll pull up for a three. In and out. That ball was halfway down. Rebound to Kahn. He puts it up, and that's short. And Garcia grabs the rebound for the Bee Diggers. Long pass to Guzman. Guzman's going to have to back it out. Guzman left of the lane to Shaver. Now to Garcia. He'll pull up for a three. Good for Austin Garcia. And the Bee Diggers lead by 10, make it 11. It's 12-1. 24 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Lebsock with a basketball. High right for Burkholder. Burkholder looking for Kellogg. Feeds Lebsock. At the free throw line, outside left for Kahn. Straight away Skurjanek on the outside right to Burkholder. 11 seconds to go. Here is Kahn on the high left against Rosenbrock. Straight away for Lebsock. On the outside left to Skurjanek. 4 seconds to go. Burkholder leans all the way, scoops it up, and no good. And the tip is no good by Kahn. And that is the end of the opening quarter, dominated by Brush. It's Brush 12, Sterling 1 on 1010 KSLR and KSLR.com. A stunning start here for Brush, and more for Sterling, actually. Sterling, the home team, trails 12-1 as we go to the second quarter. I'm John Beltran, live from Sterling High School. Here's Nico Guzman, Austin Garcia. Out there with Simmons, Rosenbrock, and Shaver. And Garcia's floater's an air ball. Shaver, though, has it and then loses the ball to Dusty Kahn, so the Bee Diggers commit the turnover. The other way, here comes Skurjanek, right of the lane with the basketball. Back out's going to feed Lebsock. Brush's defense has been very good so far. That's pretty obvious based on the score. Kahn, outside left to Kellogg. 3 in the air, good. Wade Kellogg hits the first field goal for the Tigers. Brush 12, Sterling 4. There's a strip by Skurjanek. Skurjanek all the way scoops it up, partially blocked by Simmons. And then we got a foul in the backcourt. And the foul was committed by Dusty Kahn. That's his second. Nice play there by Grayson Simmons after the turnover by Brush. So Sterling already has scored more points in this quarter on one shot than they did in the entire first quarter. Garcia pressured in the backcourt for the B-Diggers. Looking, gets it back out to Simmons. Now to Garcia. Got to get it across the timeline. Garcia behind his back. Had it stripped away. And here comes Sterling. An easy layup for Kellogg off the window. And now Sterling's in a 5-0 run. B-Diggers got to be careful. 12-6 Brush. Rosenbrock on the outside right with 6:53 to go before the break. Over to Simmons. Simmons on the high right to Garcia behind the three-point line. Garcia up top to Guzman. Guzman looking down low, feeds it left side to Grayson Simmons. Simmons back out to Garcia. Garcia with a basketball, high right to Guzman. B-Diggers are slowing this down in the lane to Shaver. On the outside left to Garcia, dribbles left of the lane, jump pass to Shaver. Shaver turns, leans, scores off the glass for Clay Shaver. The B-Diggers get their first points of the quarter. Brush 14, Sterling 6. We've got 6:15 to go before halftime. Burkholder over to Rose on the outside right. Kellogg. Here's Burkholder, right corner three is off the back of the rim, but the rebound is controlled there by Ethan Rose. Rose in the lane, lean, shoots, misses off to the left, and Grayson Simmons has his second board for Brush. Here's Guzman, right corner for Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock back out to Guzman. Guzman right of the lane to Shaver, back out to Garcia. Garcia leans all the way, shoots and misses. Rosenbrock puts it up and in midair. He caught the ball and scored. 8 points, 8 rebounds. The B-Diggers lead by 10, 16-6, 5:35 to go. Rose back out to Kahn on the outside right to Burkholder. Burkholder against Shaver, feeds Rose straight away. Fakes the three, steps in, 15-footer, yes, for Ethan Rose, his first points of the game. The B-Digger lead is down to 8. It's 16-8. Guzman the other way. Jump pass to Shaver. Shaver with one to beat. Loses it, gets it back, and he traveled. Turnover number 6 for Brush. Sterling has 4. Davis Lebsock and Brennan Skurjanik are into the game for the Tigers. Rosenbrock is out, and he's had a big game so far. Noah Leachman back in. Leachman, Barfus, Simmons, along with Shaver and Garcia for Brush. Here's Skurjanik the other way. There's 2 Skurjaniks. James down low for Rose. Reverse layup. He missed it. An air ball, in fact. Kind of slid off his hand. Garcia comes away with a basketball for the B-Diggers. Garcia at the top on the outside left to Simmons. Simmons looking, dribbling to his right. Jump pass to Leachman left of the free throw line. In the lane. He hooks it up and he misses. And the rebound into the hands of Lebsock. Good look there by Leachman, but just threw it off to the right. Lebsock on the outside left for Kellogg. Back out across the timeline to Skurjanik. Here is Brennan Skurjanik. Now to Rose on the outside left, Kellogg. Straight away, Lebsock fakes the three. Davis, 15-footer, good. And Sterling's on a 4-0 run, 16-10. Brush with 4:18 to go before halftime. Garcia crossing midcourt, dribbles to his right. Garcia all the way, jump pass is intercepted. Errant pass. Here is Rose left of the lane, left-handed layup up and in off the glass. It's now a 6-0 run for Sterling. The B-Digger lead is down to 4, 16-12 with 3:57 to go second quarter. Simmons across the timeline, dribbles to his left. On the outside right to Garcia. B-Diggers need a bucket here because Sterling has all the momentum. Garcia calls out the play for Brush. Maintains the dribble. In the right corner for Simmons. Bounce pass to Barfus. Straight away to Garcia. Garcia against Kellogg. Between his legs. Left of the lane. Looking for a man. Finds Barfus right baseline. He penetrates. Bounce pass to Simmons. Back out to Garcia. Garcia cannot take that three. Sterling's defense is really good right now. Garcia straight away between his legs at the free throw line. Spins it back out to Barfus. Barfus traveled. Man, and Brush looks terrible in this quarter. They've scored 4 points and have committed 6 turnovers in the quarter. And Sterling has taken advantage. And the Tigers with a substitution. That is Braden Lambrecht, a freshman. Into the game for Sterling. He's got the basketball. Back out to Davis Lebsock. Here's Ethan Rose straight away. Dump pass to Lebsock. Dribbles left of the lane. He runs over Leachman, an offensive foul. And Lebsock commits his first personal. And the Tigers will pressure with Simmons to throw it in. In the backcourt to Micaiah Rocha into the game. Looking, lobs it back out to Simmons. Boy, you got to get it across quickly. Simmons still in the backcourt. Lobs it front court to Barfus. 3-on-1. Barfus all the way. Scoops it up and in off the glass. Excellent move by Eric Barfus. And now we've got a violation on Sterling. The B-Diggers will have the basketball. It's Sterling's 6th turnover. I think the inbounds passer stepped over the line and then went back, and that's an error. Simmons to throw it in. Left baseline for Leachman. Jump pass to Barfus on the outside left for Rocha. Rocha guarded by Chaz Lebsock. Maintains the dribble. Bounce pass down low for Leachman. In the lane. He turns. He shoots. And that is short. Rebound. Leachman goes back up and he misses an easy one. Davis Lebsock with a rebound. Noah Leachman struggling for the field. Here's Chaz Lebsock to Skurjanik. Brandon Skurjanik straight away to Lebsock. 2:27 to go. Second quarter. Brush leads by 6. On the outside left, Rose in the lane. Lean shoots and partially blocked. And Leachman has the basketball for Brush. Here comes Simmons. Outside left to Barfus. Barfus hands it off to Leachman. In the lane. Scoops it up. And he missed another one. Lebsock with a rebound. Yeah, tough night so far for Leachman. 1.4 rebounds and a bunch of missed shots. Skurjanik straight away for Davis Lebsock in the lane. Dribbled by Leachman. Then puts it up off the top of the glass. And Grayson Simmons has the rebound. Simmons with a 3-on-3. Then he lost the basketball. Holy Bahungus. Here's a 3-on-1. Chaz Lebsock to Rose. Lays it up and in off the glass. And Brush has got to pick up the consistency here. They look terrible. And they're up by 4. Micaiah Rocha the other way. Rocha back out to Simmons. Yeah, the B-Diggers with 6 points and 7 turnovers in the quarter. Rocha, left baseline. He's going to have to back it out, and he traveled. Man, what the heck is going on with this team? This is horrendous basketball by the B-Diggers, and they still lead. And only a couple of turnovers have been forced. Brush is just committing these on their own. They've got Garcia and Rosenbrock back in with Barfus, Shaver, and Guzman. Here comes Sterling the other way with the B-Diggers up by 4. On the outside left, Skurjanik now to Rose. And nearly stolen. Rose, 15-footer, is off to the left. And looked like Garcia had the rebound. Ball is loose, still loose, and it's picked up by Sterling. And it was picked up by Skurjanik. They will reset. And into the lane is Rose, and it's a traveling violation. So that is turnover number 7 for Sterling. And to throw it in will be Austin Garcia. To Guzman in the backcourt. 55 seconds to go. Guzman feeds it front court to Rosenbrock. Bounce pass to Garcia. Garcia to Rosenbrock. Let's see the B-Diggers take the final shot. Still plenty of time, though. Rosenbrock on the outside right gets a pick at the free throw line. Now behind the three-point line over to Guzman. With 39 seconds to go. Ill-advised pass by Guzman. Another turnover picked off by Sterling. Here's Kahn right of the lane. He leans. He's fouled by Barfus as he misses. And Dusty Kahn to the line. Barfus commits his first. Mike Chavez, by the way, checked in for Sterling, and now they can make it a 2-point game. I mean, Brush is just giving away the lead here, or at least a good portion of it. The free throw is up, and that's off the back of the rim and off to the right for Dusty Kahn. Very few free throws taken in the opening half. Second free throw is upcoming. And that's in the air, and that one's off the back of the rim, and the rebound controlled by Eric Barfus, so the B-Diggers caught a break. Here is Guzman for Brush. 26 seconds to go before halftime, and the B-Diggers lead by 4. Guzman on the outside right to Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock dribbling to his right. He's cut off. Now to Barfus, right of the lane. Back out to Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock with 13 seconds to go. Now to Garcia. Garcia with 10. Right corner for Barfus. Back out to Garcia, looking up at the clock with 6 between his legs. In the lane, 15-footer is a brick. And the rebound is controlled by Skurjanik. And he throws up a long one, and that's well off to the left. And that's the end of the opening half. With the score, Brush 18, Sterling 14. Let's take a 3-minute break. We're back in 3 minutes on 1010 KSLR and KSLR.com. We'll head to the third quarter momentarily as they froze the halftime clock on purpose here in Sterling to extend the halftime. So instead of starting in less than a minute, we still got about 3 minutes, but the Bead Diggers do have the lead. 18-14, they've led from the start of the game. After a 12-1 first quarter, Sterling did come back, and they have drawn to within 4, but Brush has got to take a lot better care of the basketball. A lot better. Coming up here in the third and fourth quarters. That was just an awful second quarter with 9 turnovers and only 6 points. After 12 points and 2 turnovers, they went from a 6-1 ratio to not a 1-6, but 1 to 1.5. That's just a complete turnaround for the Bead Diggers. So they want to play the third quarter like they did the first quarter and stretch that lead out. And the Bead Diggers did lead 16-6. So Sterling, going into the third quarter, is on an 8-2 run. So we'll see how the Bead Diggers approach this. And Kyle Rosenbrock on his way to a big game. 2 more points and 2 more rebounds, and he's got a double-double. And let's see if Noah Leachman can get back on track. He's had some decent looks, but has missed some shots down low, and he's such a big threat, a big body, excellent player, but if he misses, that closes up that lane more for Brush because they won't respect him as much now. They're guarding him closely. They're double-teaming him at times, but if he picks up just one basket, that could get him going in the right direction and maybe open up some outside shots as well. All right, so the Bead Diggers and Sterling Tigers getting ready for the third quarter in Sterling. We should get an update from the girls' game rather soon. We're just after the top of the hour. This is 1010 KSLR. Brush, Fort Morgan, Greeley. I'm John Beltran, live from Sterling. It'll be James Skurjanek, Davis Lebsock, Dusty Kahn, Austin Burkholder, and Ethan Rose for Sterling. The Bead Diggers are still not on the floor, but they'll be sending out Noah Leachman, Kyle Rosenbrock, Nico Guzman, Eric Barfus, and Austin Garcia. And it will be Sterling basketball to begin the third quarter. And to throw it in will be Lebsock. Over to Skurjanek. Skurjanek at the top, spinning on Guzman. Oh, it looked like he carried the ball. No whistle. Bounce pass down low to Rose. He turns, he shoots, and he misses. The rebound is loose and picked up by Garcia. Long pass to Guzman. He lays it up and in. And Guzman has given the Bead Diggers a 6-point lead. And now I get a whistle and a foul. That might be on Rosenbrock in the backcourt. But it's only going to be a second. Yeah, neither team in foul trouble. That was only the 8th foul committed in the entire game. So the first half went by quickly after the late start. Brush 20, Sterling 14. Kahn with the basketball. Back out to Lebsock, well behind the three-point line on the outside right to Rose. Rose down low for Lebsock. He banks and misses, and the ball is loose, and it's picked up by James Skurjanek. Up top, Rose, 3 in the air, yes. Ethan Rose now with 9. The lead is cut in half, 20-17. Rosenbrock into the front court. It's a 5-on-4. Rosenbrock jump pass to Barfus, 15-footer, air ball. Rose with the basketball for Sterling. Now to Skurjanek, wide open was Lebsock, couldn't get it to him. Then losing the basketball, Skurjanek. Here's Rosenbrock ahead of the field, and he got fouled from behind by Burkholder as he missed. Rosenbrock to the line. Burkholder with his second foul. And now Kyle Rosenbrock will shoot 2. First free throw for the senior is up, and that is in. Rosenbrock now with 9. Second free throw upcoming as the Beat Diggers have a 4-point lead. Rosenbrock bends, shoots, in and out. Rebound to Rosenbrock. To Leachman. He banks it in. Rosenbrock with his 9th rebound, and Leachman finally gets his first field goal. The Beat Diggers back up by 6, nearly an over and back there. In the right corner, Burkholder. Back out to Lebsock. Lebsock just across the timeline to Kahn. On the outside right to Burkholder. Now here's Lebsock. Straight away with a basketball. Skurjanik now to Kahn. Back out to Lebsock behind the three-point line. Left of the lane, in the lane. Jump pass Skurjanik. 3 in the air is a brick. And the ball is loose, still loose. Picked up by Kahn, and then he throws it away. 9 turnover committed by Sterling. Intercepted. Here comes Garcia for Brush. 6:09 to go. Third quarter. The Beat Diggers up by 6. Guzman on the outside right, guarded by Rose. Now to Barfus, right of the lane. Barfus puts it up off the side of the backboard. Ill-advised shot there. He had no angle. Skurjanik with a basketball, and he's fouled by Garcia in the backcourt. Garcia commits his second. And to throw it in is going to be Wade Kellogg. And Cameron Alexander will check into the game for the first time for Brush. And he will replace Eric Barfus. 23-17 Beat Diggers, 5:57 to go in the third. And now Garcia is out of the game in favor of Grayson Simmons. With the basketball is Kellogg. Kellogg picked up by Guzman just beyond midcourt. Chest pass on the high right to Rose against Rosenbrock. At the top for Burkholder on the outside left. Here is Lebsock, left of the lane. Triple team, but puts it up and in. Off the glass for Lebsock. He's got 5. The Beat Digger lead is down to 4. 23-19 with 5:25 to go in the third. Rosenbrock with the basketball on the outside right. Over to Guzman straight away. Guzman back on the high right to Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock looking down low, dribbles to his left. Now a crossover right of the free throw line for Leachman. Leachman now to Alexander of the lane, and he traveled. Turnover number 12 for Brush. So here comes Sterling the other way. Down 23-19. Points have not been easy to come by. Here is Kellogg on the outside left to Rose. Down low, intended for Lebsock, tipped away by Rosenbrock. He picks it off. 10 turnover for Sterling. Rosenbrock with a basketball. Gets a pick from Leachman straight away. Back out to Simmons on the outside left to Guzman. Guzman fakes a 3. Straight away Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock right of the lane. Wants to pull up, cannot. Now to Guzman. Fakes a 3. 16-footer is off to the right. And the rebound grabbed on a hop by Davis Lebsock is 6th. Lebsock to Kahn, outside right to Rose. 15-footer is a brick, hit nothing but window. Grayson Simmons with a rebound for Brush. Simmons looking, outlet to Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock with 4:20 to go in the third. Brush leads Sterling 23-19. Rosenbrock straight away on the outside left to Guzman. Guzman straight up there to Simmons, guarded by Kahn. On the high left to Alexander. Alexander looking, still looking, straight away to Leachman. Now to Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock pulls up. His shot is going to be off to the left. And the rebound is controlled by Davis Lebsock, his 7th rebound. Here's the outlet to Kahn. Kahn in the left corner for Rose. Back out. Faking a 3. Lebsock stepping in. His shot is off the back of the rim. And Rosenbrock grabs his 10th rebound. And a foul in the backcourt by Sterling. Man, these offenses are struggling tonight. The defenses obviously have something to do with it. Foul was committed by Dusty Kahn. That's his 3rd. Novus Auto Glass Repair and Replacement. Novus gets you back on the road. Timeout call by Sterling. Your family's safety is their main concern at Smart Parts, so let the trained professionals take care of you when you need a windshield repaired. And you have the option of selling your beans on the spot or storing product in their facilities at Trinidad Benham for future transactions. They're at 522-3595, 23-19 Brush. 3:47 to go in the third. And let's see, Sterling leading Brush 47-25. at the end of 3 in the girls' game in Brush, so that one is essentially over. And to throw it in will be Simmons. In the backcourt to Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock dribbles by Lebsock. It's a 3-on-2. Then he was tripped up. Should be a foul, and it is. Delayed call there, but Lebsock tripped up Rosenbrock. Lebsock with a second foul. Both teams with 2 team fouls, and Simmons to throw it in. Now Sterling actually has 3. They didn't put that up on the board till now. Simmons, 3/4 court to throw it in. Lobs it over to Guzman. Guzman in the front court. On the outside, right to Simmons. Simmons against Kahn. Jump pass to Rosenbrock. Down low in the lane. Shaver had to go right through his hands. Perfect pass. 13 turnover. And it's intercepted. Here comes Lebsock the other way, outside right to Burkholder. At the top for Kahn. Near that left corner, penetrating as Kellogg. Leans. Had it blocked by Simmons. He gets it back and he's fouled as he misses. Kahn to the line. And the B-Digger foul was committed by Austin Garcia. That's his third, and Dusty Kahn will be shooting 2. AC Ice proudly supports local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. Don't just settle for any old frozen water. Get AC Ice at any local grocery or convenience store near you. The first free throw is in. Brush 23, Sterling 20. Second free throw is up, and that is in and out. And the ball is rebounded by Kyle Rosenbrock. Rebound number 11. Guzman the other way. On the outside, right to Garcia. Cross court, Guzman. Left baseline, Rosenbrock. Back out to Guzman. Now to Garcia. Gets a pick from Shaver at the top. Bounce pass to Shaver, right baseline. Foul from behind by Burkholder. On the floor, that's his third foul, the team's fourth. And now Simmons to throw it in. Simmons looking, still looking. Over to Shaver, right baseline. Back out to Garcia. Garcia with a basketball. Dribbles to his left, into the lane. Bounce pass to Rosenbrock. Banks and scores. What a look by Austin Garcia. Rosenbrock now with 11. To go along with 11 rebounds. Brush 25, Sterling 20. 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Burkholder straight away against Garcia. Looking down low. Feeds it right side. Here with the basketball is Kellogg. Kellogg looking over to Kahn. Cuts to the basket and banks it in. Kahn now with 3 points in the game. It's down to a 3-point lead. Garcia front court to Guzman. Straight away to Rosenbrock. Back out to Garcia. Garcia between his legs on the right side. Gets a pick from Rosenbrock. 3 in the air. Is good for Austin Garcia. That's a big triple for the B-Digger senior. He's got 2 of those. 6 points in the game. Brush leads by that many. 28-22. 1:54 to go in the third. Straight away with the basketballs. Skurjanik. Now to Burkholder. Into the lane is Burkholder. 15-footer is around and good. Burkholder scores. That's his first points. 28-24 Brush. 1:35 to go. Garcia between his legs. Nearly lost it. Got it back. Kicks it out. Simmons fakes the 3. Puts up a 15-footer. And that is blocked. Blocked by Kellogg and taken away by Kahn. Kahn for Sterling. Right side to Burkholder. Straight away. Lebsock wide open 3. Good. The Tigers down by 1. 28-27. 1:10 to go in the third. B-Diggers led by 4 at the break. 5-0 run. Garcia left in the lane all the way and had it knocked away by Burkholder as he tried to scoop it up. Sterling can take their first lead of the game. Lebsock in the lane, leans, and we've got a whistle before the shot. That'll be against the B-Diggers, against Nico Guzman. Should be the 5th team foul. And to throw it in is going to be Lebsock. James Skurjanik back into the game. Only the 4th team foul. Check that. Looking, Lebsock looking, still looking. Feeds it down low, knocked away, taken by Lebsock off the deflection, and he misses the shot. Rebound to Kahn, and Kahn had it stripped away by Rosenbrock. Here comes Brush the other way. B-Diggers need a bucket, only up by one with 43 seconds to go in the third. Simmons with the basketball against Kahn. Dribbles to his right, all the way. Now he's cut off. Over to Leachman. 15-footer is off to the right. And the rebound controlled by Ethan Rose. Again, Sterling can take their first lead of the game. Kahn right of the lane, in the lane. Bounce pass to Skurjanek. Straight away is Lambrecht on the outside right to Skurjanek. Now to Rose. 21 seconds to go. Kahn lost the basketball, tries to chase it down, and he throws it back in. Then Barfus went over the back of Skurjanek, the 15th foul. Second on Barfus with 18 seconds remaining. And now to throw it in is going to be Davis Lebsock. Lebsock to Skurjanek. 13 seconds to go. Skurjanek to his right. Straight away Lebsock. Wide open three. And that is in and out. And the ball is tipped around. And it's saved by Barfus. He's got Simmons wide open. Simmons will lay it up and he misses, but he's fouled. And I believe that Skurjanek did commit the foul. So Grayson Simmons with 2.7 seconds to go in the third will step to the line. Simmons for Brush. Free throw. Good. The B-Diggers lead by a couple. Second free throw upcoming for the senior. The G-Man spins, shoots, scores. Brush 30, Sterling 27. Inbounded to Rose from about 60. And that's an air ball, and that's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Brush 30, Sterling 27. It's a 1-minute break on 1010 KSLR and KSLR.com. Let's head to the fourth quarter in Sterling. The B-Diggers lead the Tigers 30-27. Austin Garcia, Nico Guzman, Kyle Rosenbrock, Noah Leachman, Eric Barfus for Brush. The B-Diggers have the basketball. We'll set the Sterling lineup momentarily. Rosenbrock against James Skurjanek. Out there with Davis Lebsock, Ethan Rose, Wade Kellogg, and Braden Lambrecht. Bounce pass to Rosenbrock on the right baseline. In the lane. Turns. Hands it off to Leachman, who scores off the glass. An excellent look there by Kyle Rosenbrock. Leachman with 5. The B-Diggers lead by that many. 32-27. On the outside left, Lebsock with a basketball. Now to Kellogg on the high right. There is Lambrecht. Now to Rose in the right corner. Rose to it against Rosenbrock. Straight away, Lebsock. On the high left to Kellogg with a chest pass. Kellogg looking. Dribbling to his right. At the top for Ethan Rose. Rose to Skurjanek. Straight away to Rose. Dribbles to his right. Right of the lane. All the way. Scoops it up and he's fouled on the floor. No basket. 16 foul. Looked like the foul was committed by Austin Garcia. That's his fourth. That's a big one for the leading scorer. And now Grayson Simmons might replace him. To throw it in Skurjanek. Right corner, Kellogg. 3 is an air ball. Rosenbrock has got his 12th rebound. Across midcourt here to Garcia. 7 minutes to go from Sterling. Garcia to Guzman. Right side to Rosenbrock. Sterling girls won tonight in Brush 51-37. Now to Garcia, right of the lane, towards the right baseline. Back out to Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock looking, still looking. Right corner for Garcia. Long 3 is no good. And the rebound to James Skurjanek. That's his 6th for Sterling. On the outlet to Rose, dribbling right baseline against Rosenbrock. He shoots and he misses. Ball is tipped around and is taken by Rose. Rose back out to Kahn against Guzman. Remember, the next foul, and it'll be free throws. Long 3 by Lebsock is off to the left. And Nico Guzman has the rebound for Brush. Sterling has committed 5 fouls in this second half. Guzman into the front court. Jump pass, left corner for Rosenbrock. Down low, Barfus banks and scores to the right of the basket. And Brush now leads by 7, 34-27. 6:06 to go in Sterling. Rose on the outside left to Kellogg. Kellogg back out to Kahn, right side to Rose, right corner for Lebsock, dribbling to his left, right of the lane, leans, banks, scores for Davis Lebsock. Lebsock now has 10 points in the game, 34-29 Brush, 5:43 to go. Garcia right side, and we got a whistle and a foul. That'll be a foul on Sterling. As Leachman was open, would have had an easy layup, but the whistle blew prior to that. And the foul was committed by Wade Kellogg. That's his first. B-Diggers to throw it in, so both teams in the penalty from here on out. And Guzman to trigger it in. Guzman looking, feeds Rosenbrock. He turns, he's fouled as he misses, and Kellogg got Rosenbrock. Kellogg's second foul in about 3 seconds. So Kyle Rosenbrock, who's had a big night with 11 points and 12 rebounds, can give Brush a 7-point lead, a 3-possession lead, as the free throw is perfect. And Sterling is undefeated in Patriot League play. They are 11-0 going into this game, 12-2 overall. Second free throw, Rosenbrock, book it. Brush 36, Sterling 29, 5:40 to go in Sterling. Wade Kellogg, check that. Yep, that's Kellogg with the basketball. Into the front court. Kellogg at the top, feeds it left side for Rose. Rose down low, off the bottom of the backboard, taken by Skurjanek though, so no miscue. Lebsock in the lane all the way, scoops it up and in. Lebsock has had a big second half with 9 points, 12 in the game. Sterling calls a 30-second timeout as the B-Diggers with 5:19 to go. Lead 36-31. We'll keep it right here. First National Bank in Fleming. Bank your financial needs with a Logan County home-owned bank since 1917. Member FDIC. Your one-stop center for home improvement projects, Ackley Building Center, 1402 Mill Street in Brush. For flooring, paint, tools, appliances, and more, Ackley Building Center. And stop, shop, and save on all your grocery needs and snacks for game time enjoyment. The Brush Grocery Cart, 1302 West Edison Street in Brush. Leachman, Simmons, Rosenbrock, Guzman, and Barfus for Brush. It is Kellogg, Skurjanek, Rose, Lebsock, and Kahn for Sterling. The B-Diggers up by 5 with 5:19 to go in the game. Rosenbrock to throw it in with backcourt pressure. Gets it to Guzman underneath the basket. Bounces back to Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock to Guzman. Still in the backcourt. Jump pass towards Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock dribbles by 2. Nifty dribbling. Rosenbrock to Barfus right baseline. And his layup is blocked. The ball is loose. Rosenbrock has it. And he banks and he misses. And then the ball is loose and picked up by Simmons. B-Diggers can reset. Then that ball inside. Leachman to Simmons. Simmons back out to Guzman. Over to Barfus right side. 4:49 to go in the game. The B-Diggers lead by 5 and picked up a couple of key rebounds to maintain possession of the basketball. Rosenbrock against Lebsock at the top. Feeds it left side for Simmons. Simmons dribbling to his right across the timeline here to Nico Guzman. On the outside left to Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock back up top for Simmons. On the outside right to Barfus, and he traveled. Oh, that is a terrible call. He just caught the ball. Even Barfus is saying, and Bob Held is, I mean, if that's traveling, then I've got an afro. That's ridiculous. That is a terrible call. 14 turnovers. He just caught the ball. He didn't even shuffle his feet. Man, in a game like this, you cannot be that bad as an official. Wade Kellogg straight away on the outside right to Lebsock. Lebsock dribbling, spinning in the lane all the way off the glass, and no good. And the ball is tipped around, chased down by Skurjanek of Sterling. Right corner, Kellogg, 3, good. Kellogg nails the 3. His second triple of the game. He's got 8. The lead is down to 2. Barfus in the front court, dribbles right baseline. Bounce passes, knocked out of bounds by Lebsock. 36-34 Brush, 3:45 to go, and the B-Diggers have never trailed in the game. Guzman to throw it in. Every time Sterling scores, the B-Diggers respond. Brush led 12-1 after 1. Guzman lobs it on the outside right to Rosenbrock. Right corner to Simmons. Simmons to his left. Looking, still looking. Feeds it back out to Guzman. 5-on-4. Down low for Leachman. Off his hand. Barfus tries to save it in. And it's off of Barfus out of bounds. And even that one was a questionable call. Looked like Rose touched it last. And Bob Held cannot believe that. Turnover number 15 for Brush. The B-Diggers are getting the short end of the stick, so to speak, here in the fourth quarter. with 3.5 to go. Sterling trails by 2. With the basketball is Lebsock straight away on the outside left for Kahn. And Sterling has won all these close games, which is why they're undefeated in league play. Lebsock straight away to Skurjanek, now to Kahn. Back out Lebsock, he steps in, jump pass, tipped away by Leachman, and taken by Simmons. Turnover number 12 for Sterling. Long pass to Barfus. Barfus waiting for Rosenbrock, who gets the ball into the front court. 3 minutes to go in Sterling. The Bead Diggers up 36-34. Rosenbrock maintains the dribble. Rosenbrock gets a pick from Guzman to his right. Rosenbrock looking back out to Guzman. Guzman swings it right side to Barfus. Barfus dribbles to his right, hands it off to Rosenbrock. And then Rosenbrock was on the end line. Is this a joke? I mean, it didn't even look like he was that close. Even Rosenbrock couldn't believe it. And he's motioning to the official that he was inches away from that. This is ridiculous. Those are 3 brutal calls against Brush in the fourth quarter. Normally, I'm not on the officials like this, but these are pretty obvious. Dusty Kahn bounce pass in the high right to Lebsock. Lebsock dribbles to his left over to Kellogg. 2:22 to go. The Bead Diggers lead by 2. Rose fakes the 3. Cross-court pass to Kellogg. Dribbles left baseline. Scoops it up off the glass. And a foul as he scores. A blocking foul on Kyle Rosenbrock. And the game is tied at 36. And Kellogg to the line to shoot 1. He's got 5 in the quarter, 10 in the game for Rosenbrock. That's his second personal. Now the free throw to give Sterling the lead. It's up. Good. With 2:16 to go in the game, the Bead Diggers have their first lead. Timeout Brush brought to you by Greg Maun at State Farm Insurance. Home, auto, life, and health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. Give Greg Maun a call. 842-4555. This is a sizable run now for Sterling. The Bead Diggers were up 36-29. It's an 8-0 run, turning a 7-point deficit into a 1-point lead. And when you go stale on offense, even if the officials are not making good calls, that's going to happen. The other team will eventually catch up, and Sterling, which trailed for 29 minutes and 43 seconds, now has their first lead of the game. Far from over, though. We saw a junior varsity game that was incredible. That Sterling won in double overtime. The Bead Diggers had it, and then Sterling in overtime hit a 3 at the buzzer to force his second one. Rosenbrock, Guzman, Garcia, Barfus, and Leachman for Brush. Rose, Kahn, along with Lebsock, Kellogg, and James Skurjanek for Sterling. Here comes Nico Guzman for the Bead Diggers. Into the front court. On the outside right to Garcia, who's got 4 fouls. Dribbling to his left is Garcia. On the high left to Barfus. Barfus to his right. Barfus in the lane all the way. Had his layup blocked. He had no angle there, and Lebsock swatted that ball away. Here is Kahn in the lane. On the outside left to Lebsock. And Sterling doesn't have to shoot. We got 1:52 to go. They're up by 1. Kahn over to Rose. On the outside left to Kellogg. Sterling leads 37-36. Looking to pull off the comeback. Just moving the ball around. 1:38 to go. Skurjanek to his right. Both teams are in the penalty. Down low for Kahn against Barfus. Kahn is double team. Bounce pass tipped away by Rosenbrock out of bounds. And the Tigers retain possession. 91 seconds to go in the game. And to throw it in three-quarters court is Lebsock. And Barfus is out and Simmons back in. Yeah, just 1 turnover and 1 bucket. Lebsock looking. Feeds it over to Rose. Rose holding the ball on his right hip, now dribbles against Rosenbrock. Swings it right side to Kahn. Back out to Lebsock straight away. Lebsock against Noah Leachman. Feeds it right side for Kahn. Looking down low. Skurjanek was open but didn't feed him. Fed Lebsock. Now on the outside left to Kellogg. 1:11 to go, and we've got a foul. Garcia's fouled out away from the ball. That'll be a 1-and-1. And Garcia fouls out with 6 points tonight. And James Skurjanek to shoot the 1-and-1, and Barfus is back in for the disqualified Austin Garcia. Garcia better watch out. He's clapping towards that ref, and that's a very sarcastic clap, pretty obvious. And in a way, I don't blame him, but you don't want to do that as a high school athlete, or as any athlete for that matter. The officiating has been questionable here against Brush in the fourth quarter. Skurjanek has not scored tonight. Front end of a 1-and-1 is up, and that's no good, and the rebound is loose. I think Barfus was fouled from behind. He was. Now Barfus will have a shot. And that was Ethan Rose committing his first foul of the game. Only 1 second elapsed. Barfus at the line. He'll earn a second if he makes the first. The Bead Diggers trail by a point against the number 1 team in the Patriot League. Sterling at 11-0 in league play, 12-2 overall. Barfus bends, shoots, scores. The game is tied at 37 as he rattles in the free throw. Second free throw upcoming for Eric Barfus to give the Bead Diggers the lead again. The senior bends, shoots, and connects. Bead Diggers up by 1, 38-37. With the basketballs, James Skurjanek met at midcourt by Guzman. Into the front court to Lebsock. Lebsock maintains the dribble on the outside right to Rose. Rose with 57 seconds to go, dribbling to his left. Now to Dusty Kahn, near the left corner for Kellogg. Back out to Lebsock, left of the lane, double team. Looking, still looking. Kicks it back out to Kellogg. 46 seconds to go. Kahn on the outside right to Ethan Rose. Fakes the three, dribbles right baseline all the way off the glass. He missed it, and the ball is loose. Rosenbrock saves it in, but he saves it into Rose, who banks and scores. He's got 11. The Bead Diggers trail with 30 seconds to go, 39-38. Rosenbrock into the front court at the top. Timeout Brush. 26.3 seconds to go. Brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. He'll find the best policy that is to fit your life. 842-4555. Game going down to the wire with the Bead Diggers trailing 39-38. Great play there by Rosenbrock, but unfortunately, when he saved it in, he had his back to the court and it went straight to a Sterling Tiger. And the Bead Diggers will go with the 5 right now of Rosenbrock, Simmons, Leachman, Barfus, and Guzman. If you can find Rosenbrock, he's been so good tonight. 13 points and 13 rebounds for the senior. He nearly had that double-double by halftime. He had 8 points and 8 rebounds. And he's been the money man for the Bead Diggers, so to speak, tonight. By far the leading scorer. Barfus has 6 in the game, and Garcia was 6, who was disqualified by fouling out moments ago. So Bead Digger basketball, they'll throw it in three-quarters court with 26.3 seconds remaining, trailing by 1. 39-38. Brush going for their 5th consecutive victory. It's a huge game tonight, but at least they know they can play with this team. Same thing happened in Brush. They led after each and every quarter, but lost by 6. More than likely, if they lose, they're not going to lose by 6 here. Backcourt pass taken by Guzman. Guzman with 21 seconds to go. Spinning near the top. On the outside right to Barfus with 17. Barfus with 15. Got to find Rosenbrock, cannot. Dribbling, bounce pass to Leachman. Knocked away, intercepted by Sterling. And a foul. 8 seconds to go. And Leachman has committed a foul. They had to commit a foul there because if not, Sterling could have dribbled out the clock. And James Skurjanek, who just missed the front end of a 1-and-1, is at the line. They're going to put 2 more seconds on the clock. Well, now they've got 3 more seconds on the clock. Okay, 11, 10.1, 11. What are they doing here? Is this a joke? They've gone from 8 to 10 to 10.1 to 11 to 10.1. Now it's at 10-4. All right, so Skurjanek with a 1-and-1. And the free throw is up, and it's good for Skurjanek. And if he makes the second one, Sterling might foul. They might foul so the B-Diggers cannot tie it with a 3, which is what the B-Diggers could have done in the JV game and elected not to do, and Sterling sent it to a second overtime. Second free throw is up, and that's in. Now let's see if Sterling fouls as the Tigers call a full timeout. The B-Diggers have led for the majority of the game, but have been outscored in this fourth quarter 14-8. And the quarter that killed them was the second quarter. Brush led 12-1 after one, and then played some awful basketball in the second quarter with 9 turnovers and only 6 points. But regardless of the result, once the B-Diggers get to the postseason, they can certainly play with anybody. This is a top 10 team they're facing in Sterling. And Brush has played very good tonight in spurts. But when you're taking on a team of this caliber, you got to do it in more than just spurts in order to pull it off. So let's see what play the B-Diggers design and who's going to take the 3, because that's what they have to do here. I mean, if they get a quick 2, it's got to be within the first 2 or 3 seconds. Because keep in mind, this is not like the NBA where you can call a timeout and take it out at midcourt. You still have to go the length of the floor, so I think a 3 would be wise here. And Sterling has committed 18 fouls, so the B-Diggers are fouled. It's a 1-and-1. Leachman, Simmons, Barfus, Guzman, and Rosenbrock, the inbounds passer. He gets it into Guzman. They started the clock even though the ball wasn't touched. Well, that's ridiculous. And Bob Held noted that. They started the clock without the ball being touched. And the B-Diggers call a timeout as the ball's across the timeline. 8.1 seconds to go. You got to put on more time. That is just irresponsible. That clock was clearly started. Now let's see if they put more time. I don't know what's going on here. You'd think you're working a game of this caliber. Thank God the officials are on top of this. I mean, that was blatant. All right, now let's see how much time is left on the clock. Basketball is normally 32 minutes, regulation time, but this is new math. Now it shows 10.4 seconds. All right, the B-Diggers will take it. It was 8.1 seconds when the timeout was called, but the B-Diggers really didn't possess the basketball until it was nearly at midcourt. Okay, now they put it at 9 seconds, and that makes a little bit more sense, and now they put it back at 10. Let's see where they're going to settle at. They're still rotating the back end of the clock. 9.1. Oh, boy. 9.1 seconds to go. They've gotten things straight. Rominger Jewelry and Gifts is the leader in Northeast Colorado for diamonds, jewelry, watches, and expert in-store jewelry repairs. For service, quality, and value, shop Rominger's in downtown Sterling. B-Diggers have the basketball just beyond midcourt. 9.1 seconds to go. That is the official time. And again, the same lineup. B-Diggers making no substitutions from what they sent out there. Guzman to throw it in the backcourt to Barfus. Now the clock starts, and that's correct. 6 seconds to go. Barfus in a high left. Lost the basketball. Intercepted by Skurjanek. Fouled by Simmons with 1.9 seconds to go. And the B-Diggers have committed their 17th turnover and did not even get off a game-tying shot. They're going to lose here in Sterling unless Skurjanek misses 2 free throws, and the B-Diggers put up a miracle. Brush led for the first 29 minutes and 44 seconds to be exact. It'll be 2 free throws. If he makes one, the game is over. It's the double bonus with Sterling up by 3. This is why they're undefeated in league play, and the free throw is good. And Sterling is going to close this game on a massive run. It's a 13-2 run after Brush was up 36-29. Second free throw for Skurjanek is in the air. That's good. Leachman will throw it in, gets it into Rosenbrock, and that's going to be the game. The final score, the Sterling Tigers, for the second time this season, trailed after each of the first 3 quarters against Brush, but do it in the fourth quarter and defeat Brush 49-43 back in December in Brush, 43-38 tonight in Sterling. How about a 2-minute break? We're back in 2 minutes. You are listening to 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back in Sterling. A tough loss for the Bead Diggers tonight. They fall to Sterling 43-38. Bead Digger post-game shows brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Home Center in Sterling, Brush, and Fort Morgan, your farm and ranch headquarters for all your farm and ranch supplies, and they carry feed for all your animals and pets. The Bead Diggers led 12-1, believe it or not, after one quarter, 18-14 at the break, as they were outscored 13-6 in the third, 30-27 after 3, but then after a 36-29 lead, Sterling closes the game on a 14-2 run. They outscore Brush 16-8 in the fourth, and they win 43-38. The visiting Bead Diggers had a huge night from Kyle Rosenbrock. 13 points and 13 rebounds. 6 points from Eric Barfus and Austin Garcia. Noah Leachman with 5, 4 for Nico Guzman, and 2 apiece from Grayson Simmons and Clay Shaver. As for Sterling, they had 3 players in double figures tonight. Davis Lebsock scored 12, 11 apiece for Ethan Rose and Wade Kellogg, and then 4 points for James Skrjanek, 3 from Dusty Kahn, and Austin Burkholder with 2. The Bead Diggers out-rebounded Sterling 31-28. We mentioned 13 for Rosenbrock. Davis Lebsock had 8, and Skrjanek was 7 for Sterling. The turnovers killed Brush in that second quarter. Otherwise, they were pretty good. They had 17 in the game, 9 in the second quarter. Sterling had 12 in total. Free throws, a little bit of a difference. The Bead Diggers 8 out of 10, 80%, and Sterling under 60% at 7 out of 12. Just a nice ball game to watch. Very competitive, but frustrating for the Bead Diggers for the second time this season, as they led throughout in Brush in December and lost by 6, led throughout tonight and lost by 5. Keep in mind, you can always follow us on Twitter at KSIR Sports and on our Facebook page, 1010 KSIR Sports. Sterling moves to 12-0 in the Patriot League, 13-2 overall. The Bead Diggers are 7-5 in league play as they have their 4-game winning streak snapped, 7-7 on the year. Bead Diggers are back in action coming up on Tuesday night. We'll have that doubleheader right here on 1010 and KSIR.com with the girls game at 5:30 and the boys game at 7 o'clock from Yuma against the Indians in non-conference play. Excellent job by our sound engineer and producer, Michaela Klimper. I'm John Beltran with the final score tonight from Sterling. Sterling 43, Brush 38. All right here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.